the Port of Brisbane boat ramp. Just going to see what it's like after the cyclone. The water quality is a little bit down, but it's not too bad. I did come out yesterday, and I know there's fish around because I caught a few. I just had a quick scope of it yesterday as well. But yeah, I got the sort of the start of the run out tide, so pretty high at the moment. So I'll probably just see what the current's doing and just make a plan from there. But yeah, just normal squire, Jew, that's on the cards hopefully. But yeah, for the most part, just seeing what the port's like after this cyclone. Fish up the jig, yep. Oh, I dropped him, shame. So there is fish down there. They're really hugging the bottom, so they're hard to see, even on the active target. Got a small fish looking at my jig. Got one. I mean, he's not too bad actually. He's not as small as I thought he was. He was hugging the bottom really hard. Saw him take it, but I barely saw him like away from the bottom. But he's a squire. He was just really hugging it. Really hugging the bottom. He's a nice little squire. Beautiful. Might net him. Oh. Because I'm using quite light leader. Lovely. How good. Nice little fish. Alright, first fish of the morning. Nice little squire, well legal. Took him on that micro jig, just that Ocean's Legacy old Roven 6 gram BFS gear, so that's good. It's taken me a little bit of time to find a fish this morning. I'm not surprised, it's still running in. I don't really rate the run-in tide for the Brisbane River, but the tide is starting to slow down now, which will make it a lot easier for me to find them on the active target. But yeah, that's not a bad little start. I'm happy with that. So yeah, that's good. Nice little post flood squire. All right, so I might keep some today, but I'll aim for, you know, 1 or 2, you know, high 40s, early 50s models. So I'll see if I can upgrade on this guy. I'll let him go. See you later, mate. All right, so you might have noticed me hobbling around a little bit. Got a big knee brace on. I did a real number on my knee a couple of weeks ago. Did the ACL, MCL, and some meniscus tears as well. So that brace is sort of holding my knee together for the time being. So bear with me, but we're getting it done. Yep, got a fish. Here we go. I think that was in the middle of that school of smaller fish that I was looking at earlier, so it'd be interesting to see what they are. Oh, interesting. Little tiny grunter. I wonder if that's what they are. small school of grunter. Interesting. He's tiny little guy. Yeah, okay. Cool. Another fish after me jig. Yep, got him. Whoa. There we go. That tide has slowed down a bit and it's just made the fishing so much easier. What have I got? Little tiny dewy. We're a multi-species morning. Oh, stop, mate, stop. Go. Oh, he has just crunched that little jig too, so it's going to be interesting trying to get that out. We'll see how we go. No doubt he wanted it. Yep, it's going to take a bit of getting out. There we go, lovely little dewy. He'd be about sort of 50 centimeters. Yeah, cool little fish. All right, let him go. Later, little fella. I think by the look of that, we might have some little dewies right next to me. I don't know if they're dew, but they're sort of hugging the bottom like a dew, so I'll just... Oh, it's a bit too far out. They're like right there. So I'll just try and get the jig right down to them. Sort of on target. Yeah, that's right on target. Right in front of one, one's looking at it. They're both looking at it. Oh, I didn't grab it though. Oh, yep, one of them did. Just took a bit of convincing. Oh, tiny little dewy. Don't even need the net. Let's get that hook out real quick. Still that old Roven, 6 gram in the purple. Yeah, absolutely teeny little dewy. He was very keen to go. So that pretty much confirms it. I'm sure they are small dewies, those fish that are down there. Just check my knots, which they look pretty good. Something's looking at it. Yep, got another one. They're not big fish by any stretch, but they're a bit of fun. Once this tide turns, I'll go look for something bigger, but what's this, little squire? Okay. Not quite legal. Oh, be careful. There we go. Nice little squire, he'd be about sort of, I don't know, 30. Maybe just over 30. Pretty little fish. quite a few fish around near where my jig is. Sort of lost sight of my jig, unfortunately. Haven't gotten a strike, I'm surprised. There's a lot of fish there. Ooh. Another shot. Yep, there we go. There's a fish on the screen, whatever he is. This one sort of feels dewy-ish, but I could be wrong. But I'm not. It's a little dewy. Net that one, it's just a little bit bigger, not much though. There you go, Jesus. Oh, now you've tail roped yourself, good on you. It's that jig. It's that nice little dewy, sort of low 50s. Beautiful colours, that beautiful silver. One of my favourite fish, especially when they get a bit bigger. Alright, so jig's coming down to a few fish here. It's going to come down straight on top of them, I think. Trying to get a good view. Looks to be a few nice fish there. There we go, got something. Yep, there we go. That's a nice fish. Oh, I might be in trouble here. They did look good on the screen, and I think they are. Uh-oh. I'm on the BFS gear, so I think I've just done myself a mischief here. Ooh. Ooh, he's ran me into something. Ah, busted me. He ran me into something, which is surprising. I don't know what that was. He got me around something. He was a good fish. Okay, well, I suppose that's gonna happen when I'm using BFS gear over a deep reef. Alright, so lure is coming straight down in front of a bunch of big fish here. Yep, got one. Yeah, these are good fish. Yeah, good fish. I dare say this is what I hooked on the micro jig. What is he? Yeah, solid Jew. Nice. Nice solid Jew. That's probably what I hooked, and he probably just found a rock. to be them. Nice fish. Don't throw that hook, mate. Solid. That is solid. Nice. He's not huge, but he's alright. Pretty cool to watch him eat on the active target though. That's real cool. Alright, sweet. Yep, that's what I would have hooked. Yeah, 70. So here he is. Bit over 70. He's nowhere near as big as I first thought he was when I saw him in the water, but that's alright. I'll release him real quick. They don't do that well out of water, as we know. Alright, mate. Yep, he's good. So, if you're wondering if I ever learn, the answer is no, I don't. I'm back on the micro jig. I was not having a lot of love on the soft plastics, putting it in front of a lot of fish and just having no interest. So back on the micro jig, we'll see if that works. Hopefully I don't get done up again. Good chance I will though. Yep, got one. It's a nice fish. Saw him come straight up and grab that out of the little rock pile. This is a squire or something, this one. Not a bad little fish. Certainly not fighting like a Jew. Although sometimes they make liars out of me, but I don't think this one will. Oh, nice grunter. Hell yeah, that is awesome. I'll have you. Come here. Beautiful. Yep. Nice. Very good. Love that. Nearly 47. Alright, so that goes alright. Nice 46, 47 centimeter bar javelin fish or grunter. Took him on that little micro jig. That micro jig is a, what do they call it? A little jack, metal addict, I think type 6 they call them. So yeah, little 10-gram jig. So yeah, worked a treat. It's gotten a lot more interest in the soft plastics, which is surprising. It wasn't until recently until recently I'd never tried using micro jigs, so I'm glad I've gave them a go because they're really, really good. But yeah, that's good. Really happy with that. I'm gonna whack the fillets off this guy. He's really thick, really healthy. You know, there's gonna be a lot of meat on that, so I love eating these fish. They, in my opinion, taste better than a squire. So, yep, he's coming home. Right, so that tide is really starting to rip out now. That's sort of making it really hard to use the active target. All the fish seem to really hunker down into the bottom. They become hard to see, and it just becomes quite hard to place lures on top of fish when you do see them. So I'm going to start working some deeper reef with some soft plastics and just, yeah, doing some drifts and fishing that way. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah, going to give some deep reefs a go now. I'm just going to start off with a whole production swim prawn in the white spot colour, 1/2 ounce jig head. See how we go. land it, but that's alright. Yeah, 54. Good eating size, he's coming home. There we go. It's a solid flathead. About 54 centimeters, perfect eating size, good and thick too, so I'll take this one home. He'll go with the grunner. Still aiming for that nice sort of high 40 squire. But yeah, that's you won't get much of a better eating fish than that. Yep, there's a fish. Yep, still got him. He's not huge. He's running with me. Little squire, I'd say. Yep. Just a little guy. It's been tough, I'll tell you. It's been very tough. Shame he's not a bit bigger. I would have called the session at this, but I'll keep going. Hopefully there's a bigger one. Yep, there's fish. Not a bad fish. Little dewy. It's been tough. It has been very tough over the last few hours. There we go, another little dewy. Not too bad. Anyway guys, that's the end of the session. Not too bad at the start there on that tide change. Had a lot of fun chasing those fish on the active target, but once that tide started to gain a bit of power and started ripping out, it was very tough. A lot of the fish disappeared and they didn't really want to feed. So yeah, a real grind there for the last few hours, so, which is very surprising. Usually I enjoy fishing the full run of the tide here in the Brisbane River, but not today. Very challenging. Very grey all day. Very windy from the south, which is very typical. I seem to be only getting out on pretty average days these days, but that's alright. Hopefully I can strike some good weather soon. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch us on the next one. Cheers.